Hello, I'm Joe.
I'm Gio.
I'm Bart, and you're watching
Ask the Feels.
And we have a question from Please Help Me.
Please.
Hey JK fam, so about a month ago I met a guy who's very down to earth, and it's really hard for me to find a guy I like and a good person in general. And he has a very innocent heart, but the thing is his quote-unquote best friend takes advantage of that and is very disrespectful towards him and tries to manipulate him, and it's ridiculous to me. And his best friend also used to like me a lot, by the way. I don't know if he still does. I feel like it's eventually going to have an effect on our thing. Please help.
So what does she want? Does she want to get rid of him? Does she want to let him know to man the fuck up and not get taken advantage? Because I think in that message it was just like, fuck, I need answers, I need help. But then really that's a decision that she needs to make. First and foremost, what she wants out of all of this.
That's a decision that also I don't even know if she can, or I don't even know if you can make it, because if that guy and his best friends have been best friends for like the past 15 or 20 years or whatever too, who are you to say that he's taking advantage of him? Maybe he is, but that could also be the relationship that they just have. And if you're the newcomer, it's kind of fucked up for you to come in and be like, hey, this relationship is unfair.
Yeah, that is a tough situation to be in, for sure, because it's like you don't know their history, you don't know their past, and they're obviously friends for, you know, whatever reason. But I feel like if you really like him and it's really hard for you to connect with other people and you finally found the one that you're really into, then nothing should really stand in your way. I feel like you should just let your emotions for each other just develop, and I think with time, like, the truth will be revealed. Maybe the truth will be revealed to you where it's like the friend might not be taking advantage and you were just perceiving everything wrong, or the truth might be revealed that in fact he was and you were right the whole time, but you stood by, you know, your man the whole time. So I don't really think it's a decision that you can make. I think all you can do is just build your foundation with, you know, with him, the guy that you like, and just focus on that.
Yeah, because if you get caught trying to sabotage the friendship, or if you tell him one thing and he doesn't accept it, it just seems like it just doesn't seem good. But I get where you're coming from. You want to protect him, right? And he can become a problem, because if he liked you a lot, he might try to sabotage the relationship between you and him. If he's an evil motherfucker like that. Either way, if you feel like it's necessary to step in, then I feel like you should take that action, but there are huge consequences for those actions, and you gotta be ready to take that type of risk. You gotta understand what's gonna happen. So if you step in and let him know what a piece of shit his friend is, he might reject you. He might be like, nah, fuck that. I known him way longer than you, and you're just saying that because you don't like whatever. He'll make up some shit. He might actually listen to you, and he might cause some serious shit between him and his friend too. It's really, really hard, and you're in some shit because you're in a situation where it's like, yeah, you hate seeing him hang out with this guy because he's toxic, but at the same time, how do you separate them? Just always suck his dick every day, so he's never going out.
No,
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
This is definitely a game of chess and a game of tact and positioning, because I think you need to know what your role is, and in this game, you are the new player, so you kind of just have to sit back, observe, try to see who's doing what and how they're doing it, and just know that your position is the new girlfriend, and that's why you just have to focus on, you know, being the best girlfriend and making sure that, like, if anything, you're the one trying to, you know, make that relationship better instead of breaking them apart.
I think the best way though is to help him see it without telling him.
Yeah.
So like, don't be like, hey, you know your friend's fucking with you, right? Like, you know he's taking advantage of you. You know how he's fucking, you're too nice to him. That's just gonna hurt him, and that's just gonna make him wanna fight you. The best way to convince another person is to show them by proof and by actions. And so like, if his friend does something where, like, you know, he's using him for money, for example, or whatever, you know, you could be like, isn't it weird how that guy doesn't pay ever? And then, you know, it's like, why is that? It just, you know, you can ask him and then see if he could come up with the answers in his own head. because nothing really good ever comes from just talking shit about your boy's best friend.
Thank you for watching, guys. To stay updated on the latest episodes of Ask the Feels, don't forget to subscribe. And for the last video, click over here. Bam, 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 bam. So, for me, I never had sex with the virgin where she bled all over the place. But I do have sex while girls are on their period. And sometimes she'll have a heavy day, and then it just looks like someone spilled a bottle of ketchup all over the place. And I don't really care, because we can just jump in the shower and clean it all up. But I also know that there's some guys that don't really like their steak medium rare, and they get it well done. And there's that too, so it depends on the guy.